Thank you for joining us once again for today's qualifying session. Sit back, relax, and enjoy what we hope will be a fantastic contest for pole position. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
The teams will have arrived with all manner of parts designed to capitalise on the long straights. The cars will be that much harder to drive in the corners, but everyone will be in the same boat.
Yes, hello everyone and welcome back to my F1 2018 career mode here today around Austria. Hopefully you all enjoyed the last episode. It was a long one, and it was quite a. It took quite a long time to edit. I'm not gonna lie, and do the voiceover as well, the post-com. So yeah, that took a while to do. But thank you all for the positive reaction to me bringing back my career mode. I know obviously it's been a while since one was released, and moving on to this episode then, we, as you can see here, I don't know if I know a few other YouTubers have noticed it, but there's been this weird like timing glitch recently with I think it was one of the new patches that came out, where Kevin Magnussen there is fastest, right? And I don't know how he's fastest, but it's really weird. But I decided to go out again, just to make sure that I actually get through to Q2, being as how weird this timing glitch is. I really have no idea what it is. It must have been part of one of the new updates or something, because it's only been around like the past few weeks, I think. So it's really weird. But as we now come across the line, then the qualifying is finished. As we come across the line to take P6 in Q1, so we are safe through. But as we go to the end screen, then you can see here that Kevin Magnussen is fastest by a tenth, and Romain Grosjean's in 5th. And then we have, I mean, I know Ricciardo, Bottas and Vettel were all on super softs, but Alonso is 19th. Now, I don't know how that's happened, but and Carlos Sainz as well, and the two Renaults actually are right behind me. So I don't know what was going on. You'll see what I mean as well in this session, because I can guarantee, I do remember this actually. Kevin Magnussen goes nowhere near that lap time that he set in Q1. So I don't know what was going on. It was really weird. So I don't know what was happening. I think it's something to do with if you advance through a session, it happens. So I don't know. I mean, Nico Hulkenberg doing a 1.71 was that or something. He got nowhere near that. Actually no, did he? I can't remember. No, he didn't get anywhere near that. And there again, you see Kevin Magnussen is now in 11th place. He's now a second off the pace. So I don't know what was going on there. And Ricciardo down in 9th, which is strange. He was on the ultras. And Hamilton there starting on the super softs, so in the race. So that should be interesting. Hulkenberg then, like, I don't understand it. It's really weird. But moving on to Q3 then, the battle for pole position and pretty much everywhere else. I'm not expecting anything to pole because we're not that fast of a car, if I'm honest. So who knows what goes on. So yeah, coming around turn 1 then, we are now starting our Q3 lap. I really have no idea what I was trying to say then. Sorry. But coming around the last corner then, we are now going to come up to the start-finish line to qualifying in. Wow, we've actually gone fastest.
That was the fastest lap.
Okay, I was not expecting that. But moving on to the end of the session, then we've actually been out-qualified by Raikkonen and Bottas. But again, Hulkenberg is nearly a second off. So I don't know what's going on there. Hamilton weirdly down in 7th place. I don't know what was going on there. But somehow we managed to get P3. I have no idea how that happened. So maybe we can get a podium. I don't know. But you know, I mean, points should definitely be on the cards. unless we get spun out again. Which hopefully we don't. I don't want that to happen. But yeah, the timings were really weird in that session. Luckily, it didn't affect me. Like I still managed to get through safely all the sessions, but I really had no idea what was going on. It was strange. But without further ado, then let's move on to the Austrian Grand Prix, and let's see how we can do from third spot on the grid.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg, and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill turn 3. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's talk about Williams. As with all the drivers at this level, they have a lot of ambition, but Formula One's a daunting step up from any other series, so expectations are high right from the start.
That's right, it is a difficult environment to come into. In junior categories, you're competing against drivers with similar levels of experience, but some of these guys in Formula One have been there for over a decade. But I have to say, in this case, it's so far so good.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Williams, Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Vettel, Hamilton, Ocon, Hülkenberg, and Carlos Sainz. Magnussen, Gasly, Roman Grosjean, and Perez, Hartling, Ericsson, Sergei Sirotkin, and Charles Leclerc. Alonso and Lance Stroll rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Okay, we qualified higher than we were anticipating. Let's see if we can do just as well in the race.
So here we are then on the grid for the Austrian Grand Prix. I hope you like the music that I've added in at the start of the race. Just thought it'd be better because of the music that they have in the game is just the same, and it can get quite drab. Especially considering in real life they actually have like music for the start grid. But here are the 5 red lights, and then we've got 4 lights. It's 5 lights. So that's how we go here for the Austrian Grand Prix. We've got off to a decent-ish start. Verstappen then has pulled up alongside us, and we go around the outside of Verstappen here. It's the first one. He pushed us wide, as per usual from Verstappen, and that is us up into third place then, back to where we started. And I mean, that was pretty much it for the first lap. But moving on to the end of the second lap then, we're now right behind Valtteri Bottas here, who has seemingly dropped off the pace from Kimi Raikkonen. I don't know why. But we're now cutting on lap 3 then. We are in the slipstream of Valtteri Bottas. We're going to brake early. He's going to run wide. We're going to do the undercut. And that is us now up into second place in this Grand Prix. As you can see here from the replay cameras then, we managed to successfully do a good move actually on Bottas there. And that is us now up into P2 of the Grand Prix. Moving on to lap 10 of the Grand Prix, because not much really happened. We now have Valtteri Bottas behind us. He managed to stay with us. We didn't manage to pull away from him, but Valtteri Bottas then is going to go around the outside of us into this hairpin or 90-degree right-hander. But we managed to successfully defend from him there, and now he is on the attack, and he's going to want to overtake us here. But he comes into the pits actually, which I thought was relatively early, considering he was on the ultras. But here we are then on board with Valtteri Bottas coming into the pit lane, and what is he putting on? He's putting on another set of ultras. That's strange from Mercedes. I don't know why they've done that, but cutting on to a few laps later then, we now have Kimi Raikkonen, the race leader, coming into the pit lane then, and maybe he's going to do the same strategy, I don't know. But we're doing the one stop, so that's for certain. We're doing the one stop, and as we know, he now comes into the pit lane. Then he's putting on the super softs, so that's interesting. So he's doing a two stop as well as his teammate and the Hamilton go past, and now on board with us now. We're now coming into the pit lane for our soft tyres. So pretty much this Grand Prix so far has been a race of strategy, to put it in such a way, because Bottas, I don't know why, went on to Ultras again. He's pretty much going to have to stop in a couple of laps, so I don't know what he's doing there. And Raikkonen has gone on to the super softs. Raikkonen has gone past us actually. So yeah, that should be interesting. We now have the two Hasses going down side by side into the first corner. There's Valtteri Bottas there getting past the Williams, I think, or no, sorry, it's Alfa Romeo Sauber, and we just about come out ahead of him, and that's quite interesting. So he's on the faster tyre, obviously, by 2 compounds. But we're now going to overtake Gasly here, who started on the softs. If we go down the inside of Pierre Gasly, we just about managed to squeeze him out on the exit, and that is us now up into P4 of the Grand Prix. So it's P4 or P5 actually. But Gasly then coming back on the attack, and I don't know why he decided to do that, but he's just going to lose him more time. But on the off-board then, here it is. I was concentrating on the Haas in front of me, I'm not going to lie. I was not expecting Gasly to have another go at it, but luckily I managed to successfully defend it around the outside, and we stay P4. Moving on to lap 15 then, going on to lap 16 of the Grand Prix, we're actually right up, we're pretty much pushing Kevin Magnussen around the last corner, and coming down then, down the start finish line, we managed to successfully pass Kevin Magnussen there, easy as you want, and we're now back into the podium places, I think. Yeah, we're in third now. We're not, I mean, let's face it, we're not going to catch Kimi Räikkönen. He's on the super softs in a much faster time, so he's pretty much won the race, let's face it. And moving on to the next lap, actually, it's the same lap, as we go down the inside of Romain Grosjean here, down the inside, lock up the front right tyre, but we successfully managed to get the car stopped there, and we're now up into P2, where we were before we made our pit stop. So not much overtaking needed to be done there. I think Bottas has actually made his second pit stop at this point, so we don't need to worry about him anymore. And yeah, so this is it really. Oh no, sorry, Bottas is now behind the two Haas cars, and they're going to go side by side with each other into turn 1, compromising their line with Bottas. Now Bottas has a run on Kevin Magnussen, I think that is, and now he also has a run on Grosjean as well, and he's got past both of them. I mean, that Mercedes is just so OP in a straight line. Like, what is going on? But moving on to lap 20 of the Grand Prix then, we actually have pulled away from Bottas actually, which is strange. His tyres must have been going off, and he's actually in the pits. So that's some big news there from Bottas. Some awful strategy going on there, and he's having changed his front wing as well, which is interesting. I don't know what's gone on there. Maybe he made contact with the Haas cars when he was overtaking them, I don't know. But a few laps later then we have Kimi Räikkönen coming into the pit lane, and he's going to put on a set of Ultras, I think that is. So who knows what he's obviously going to win the race now, but we actually managed to overtake him in the pit lane, so maybe we'll have a chance at a victory here. I wasn't expecting us to actually overtake him. He's just come out of the pit lane there, so the gap is quite big. But a few laps later then, we now have a few laps cars actually coming out of the pit lane. I think it's Sorokin, Sorokin, for some reason deciding to fight with us. It's like Ocon and Verstappen all over again. The only difference is that I actually managed to get past him. But fortunately for us, behind Sorokin, that is Kimi Räikkönen. So he is on a charge right now, and he's not going to be wanting to not stay behind us for long, and I can guarantee you that. He's going to want this win. Considering he's led the entire Grand Prix, well, the majority of the Grand Prix, he is going to want to take the lead back. And on lap 29 of the Grand Prix, he sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix as well. He is now on full attack mode as we now go through turn 1, and he's I mean, you can see what's going to happen here. He's just going to steam past us. I mean, I'm not going to let him go past us because this is a fight for the lead, but he's just going to steam past us there. We're going to hold it down the inside, and we're going to go down into gear 1 for a little bit there, because we actually now managed to get our noses ahead again, and we might be able to just about hold on to this. We just about hold on to it, and somehow we've managed to defend from Valtteri Bottas. It's the wrong fin. For Kimi Raikkonen, as you can see here, then for some reason he didn't have DRS. I must have been behind him at the detection zone, so that must have been why. But that probably helped us, and we get a really poor run to the middle sector, and he's now going to go around the outside of us here into the last few corners, and he's done it. I mean, I've never seen the AI go around the outside of the last 2 corners. I'm not gonna lie, never seen that happen before. But as you can see there, I just concede the place because I know at the end of the day he is faster. So yeah, he's just gonna romp. He's gonna run away with it now. But cutting on to the final lap of the Grand Prix, then Lewis Hamilton never managed to actually catch us. He was on the 1-stop as well. But coming around the final 2 corners, then we managed to get another podium in this incredible rookie season. Kimi Raikkonen takes the Grand Prix win, but I don't care about that. There's another podium for us.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
So, another excellent win from Ferrari. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
And now it's time to wind down and celebrate after that fantastic Grand Prix. Here they come, your top 3, out onto the podium.
So the final race classification then sees Kimi Raikkonen win by 4.5 or 6.5 seconds, sorry, from myself, and then Lewis Hamilton on finishes off podium, and Vettel, Ricciardo, Bottas with that awful strategy. I don't know why he even tried a 2-stop around here, but Magnussen, Grosjean, Gasly, and Ericsson actually get some points for Sauber there. Verstappen down in 12th. I don't know what happened to him. And unfortunately for us, Alonso retired, but still managed to finish ahead of 2 people. Don't know how that happened, but yeah, it was a very easy race in terms of strategy. I mean, I know Bottas and Raikkonen were all over us, but you know, it was easy. But moving on to the driver standings, then we've actually managed to catch up to Verstappen now. So we're level on points with Verstappen, and we've pulled away massively from Hulkenberg. So yeah, we're not in the title fight. I'm not going to say that. We might be 90 points behind, but we're not. But yeah, that's encouraging signs. And the constructors' end pretty much stayed the same. And yeah, we now have an interview with Claire to deal with. So let's go and see what she has to ask us.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. Another podium. You must be getting used to it up there. Would you say that your rival is still on your level? We all underestimated you, didn't we? Appreciate your time.
So I hope you all enjoyed that race. It was quite strategic. It was a different race. But yeah, it was different from the last episode, I can tell you that. A lot less overtaking. There was the overtaking of the people who were on the soft tyres halfway through the race after I made my first pit stop, but you know, that happens from time to time. We now have 3,500 resource points, and don't worry, I am going to spend them. And that podium has increased our reputation with McLaren a lot, which doesn't surprise me because they're not expecting to get podiums this year.
Just wanted to say congrats on the podium.
So yeah, we're
Thoroughly
now going to go
deserved.
onto the R&D
We
tree
were
and
sweating
spend
those
some of
last
those
few laps on the pit
3,500
wall,
resource
but you
points.
brought it home.
I think I spent them. I couldn't spend any on chassis because we were already having, we're already getting something. So I spent them on everything else, like aero and what's it called? Durability. That's what it's called. So I spent them all on that, and the durability ones will be coming in for the next Grand Prix at my home Grand Prix in Silverstone. The others I'm not quite sure. I can't quite remember when they all come in, but I hope you've all enjoyed this episode. Please do leave a like and a comment, and subscribe for more. And I will see you all for my home Grand Prix at Silverstone. Goodbye.